Hi everybody, welcome back to Steph's Veg. This is day 18. Today I'm going to be sowing some more peas and planting my third lot of potatoes, which is my main crop. And the other half, Paul, is going to be mowing the lawn or the grass and cutting the roses down, deadheading all the roses. So we'll catch up with you soon.
Well, Steph just realised she's actually left the potatoes at home, so she's gone off now to go and grab them. So while she's gone, I'm going to crack on with the roses. We left them a bit late this year. We should have cut them back earlier, but with any luck, we'll still get a load of flowers. So I'm going to get on with them while she's off. Well, still a lot of buds coming through, which is good. Thought I might have been proper late with this, but I think we're going to be okay. Not much dead in here as well, which is good. I'm sure I'm going to be able to get it all out. In fact, it's a climbing rose. We don't want many bits shooting off anyway, so I'm not too fussed about making it look too pretty. And with any luck, Steph will be back soon. Sort them potatoes out. I think that'll do. Yeah. Couple of bits I missed, which I can't quite reach. But yeah, there's a lot of buds on here, so that's good. Alright, on to the next job.
I'm going to show you a quick way of doing potatoes. I did it with my first earlies, second earlies. As you can see, the first ones are all coming up already. All you need is a drill and an auger, and you just make a hole so deep. So I'm just going to do a couple. And put the potato in, like so. That bit I bit up, pop it in. Another one, eye up, pop it in. They don't need to be that deep because I am going to mound it up. Okay, all of those done. I'm just going to give it a feed with some potato feed. Just scatter it over the holes like that, and then all I do then is rake it into a mound like the other one, and as you can see by the first ones, they've come up nicely, and I've not had to dig trenches. It's literally just digging a hole with my auger, and then give it in water. So the light scattering, and this should last the whole season, and I won't have to feed it again. Now I'm just going to quickly rake over it into a sort of little pile, and while I'm doing so, I like to make some kind of little ridge on the outside so that when I water, the water doesn't just go everywhere, it goes into the ridge. So just a little mound all the way up to cover them over. There, the trench is done. It took me about 30 minutes to do the whole lot, which is a lot quicker than when I'm digging a trench, putting potatoes in, covering it up. I'm just going to stick my label in and then just water, and then that's all done.
Okay, so Steph's got one more row of potatoes in. I think she's got one left now, which is at home. So while she tidies up, I'm gonna crack on and mow the paths because they need another going. So I'll crack on and we'll go and see what Steph's doing.
Now I'm going to be sowing my seeds of my pea seeds. First I've got to cut a bit of membrane out because I did it on those ones. It stops then, I can keep the membrane here so it stops the weeds. I can feel a weed there, but I'll be pulling that out. So I'm just going to make a slight cut there up to the end. I have secured it down this side with some plastic pegs. So I'm just going to make this a couple of inches wide all the way along, like that, and then I'll pull that weed out, and then I'm just going to make a trench so deep, about an inch deep, and then I'm just going to scatter some pea and bean feed in it, just a few sprinkles of pea and bean feed, just like that, and then I'm gonna put my peas in. Right, these are called Kelvin Wonder, and I'm just gonna pop a couple in every sort of couple of inches, because you can't guarantee that they're all going to grow. So just sort of spread them out a little bit. Right, and then all I do is just slightly cover it over with the compost, making sure it's all nicely covered, and then give it a water. So in the meantime I'll carry on doing the row, and then I'll show you at the end. nearly done with the peas. I'm just gonna cover the rest of these over. Just sort of pat it down slightly, and then I'm gonna water it when I water the rest of the veg that I've got in the allotment at the moment, so I don't have to keep getting up and down. I'll give it a good soak in, then I'll do the rest, and then I'll come back and give it another soak in. That seems to be that done. Right, make sure it's all tidied off the membrane. Hopefully this will suppress all the weeds and save me having to spend hours weeding. I'm going to get the odd few, I suppose, but hopefully that stops a lot of it. Okay, so that's that done. Right, as I say, I'm just going to water it, but I'm going to water it when I do the rest of my watering. Last thing, I just need to do my label. Got my label here. I'm going to write on it Calvin Wonder. Right, P. Calvin Wonder. And the date, which is the 17th. Yep, 17th of the 4th, 25. And just stick that in the end of the row. So that's easily, peas easily planted or sown. These are the ones I planted the other day. Touch wood, none of them have died off yet, so I'm going to give everything a nice water now. Well, I'm a bit disappointed with the onions that I sowed or planted. I think I've got 3 that have come up or survived. Yeah, it's the first failure of this year. Have sown some more at home, so hoping it's not too late. See what happens. If not, I'll have to get some sets and plant them. That's it. Potatoes are in, peas are in, all watered. So I'm just waiting for my water butt to fill back up, so I can then use my hose again next time. And then I'm going to go home and have a nice cold beer. So thanks for liking, and hope you subscribe to Steph's Veg, and catch up with you again soon.